The party was lame to me.
Scary.
The Ari.
Okay. This is the fun.
Yeah.
So they're trying to track him down. Mora's at the party.
I just want to say, you are never allowed to pick the freaking theme for anything again. Okay. Albuquerque, fire truck. We're just yelling out words now? What's going on here? Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of BS Junk Movie Reviews. Now, this is a weekly podcast, and we do upload the video version of this to our YouTube channel, so be sure to check us out there. My name is Matt, and as always, I'm being joined by my sister and co-host, Vetta.
Hello, and you're welcome.
Yes. Okay, and on this episode, you guys, this is our season 10 recap where we just come at you guys. Yay! And we have ended the season, and we are just going to chit chat about, the
Good,
movies
the bad,
that we
the
did.
ugly.
Yeah, the ugly, Vetta. I'm just joking. But we all know I got the looks in the family.
Did ya?
Yeah, I did. Okay. Anyways, all right. So how we usually start this off is we ask each other questions, but I'm going to ask the most important question of the night, and that is, what are you drinking? But what are you drinking?
I am just having a plain old rum and Coke, and a backup is I have a bunch of these left over from a party we had, so I'm having a lemonade Surfside.
Nice. I'm just having a honey whiskey and Dr. Pepper because,
nice.
Why not? Why not? Okay. All right, let's get started on these little questions that we like to ask. That what was your favorite movie of season 10 that we reviewed?
We watched a lot of really good movies this season. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes we are stacked with really bad movies, but we had some really good ones this year. So it was a hard pick, but for nostalgic reasons and the fact that it still is so much fun, I picked the original Running Man.
Oh, right on. Yeah, no, that movie is fun. That movie's so much fun. My favorite movie of the season was Solo Mio.
Nice.
Just because I love love and everything. I was like,
yeah,
oh, this is so adorable.
You are a
It's
hopeless
so cute.
romantic.
Yes, I am.
You little weirdo.
You're a weirdo.
Oh, 100%, but I embrace it.
I totally, I tell people all the time I'm weird.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Goodness.
So I'm going to piggyback right on that and go, out of all the movies we saw this year, what was your least favorite movie?
My least favorite movie this season was 200 Cigarettes. I fucking hated that movie with a passion. It was the biggest waste of time. And it made no fucking sense. I hated that movie. So I never want to see that movie again. So yeah, 200 Cigarettes. What was your least favorite movie of the season?
Daddy-daughter trip.
Oh, that was a bad one. That one was just...
It was just so bad. And I cannot move past two scenes specifically that just make it horrendous is when he is door dashing, he's being a food delivery person, and he messes up the guy's sushi, and it's gross. It's been on the ground. It's rolled around in the container. It's got no lid on it. And then he's like, I just got myself lunch. And I'm like, ew. And then when he takes his daughter to the fancy resort and no one will help him put sunscreen on, so he just sprays it on the back of the chair and then rubs his back on the chair. I'm like, it's horrible. It's just a terrible movie. And he thinks that his inventions are going to make them bazillionaires. It's just ridiculously dumb.
Yeah, I agree. That movie did suck. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Okay, then what out of all the alcoholic beverages we had this year, what was your favorite that you had?
So again, I'm going to go back to the Running Man and say all of the shots.
Oh, they were good shots. You did a good job that episode.
They were really good. I mean, granted, some were better than others, but none of them weren't like, I mean, the one that had that was like the detoxing or whatever it was for Dynamo, the Dynamo shot, like it was a little bit like I don't think some of those flavors should be together, but it wasn't like I wouldn't do it again.
Gotcha. Right
But I
on.
loved
On.
all of those
Yeah,
shots
you did a good. That
for the
was a good
softers,
episode,
so
drinks wise. You did a good job. I just had like a monster with like vodka in it, I think, or something like that, and I was like, "Oh, look at you, go getter."
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
What about your favorite?
Oh, my favorite drink was probably I wrote down wine, but it was probably that last day when we did Disclosure Day, that broadcast drink, the blue one that I had. It was pretty good.
Well, see, you did like something from that movie.
It's something I did. Something I did. Not something that movie did. Okay, Betta. What's their next
Alright.
question?
So, my question is, out of all the things that we do with this lovely podcast, what is your favorite thing about it?
My favorite part of the podcast is Betta. It's hanging out with you, fucker.
Of
Like,
course. Yeah, I put the same thing. I put spending time with my brother, and we did more than one thing with Marlon. So I was like getting to spend time with my little brothers. That was my favorite part.
right on, right on. Speaking. What's your? Oh, that's your favorite part too.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
All right. Who was your favorite guest this season, Vetta?
Marlon. We did some great movies with Marlon, and
Marlon was mine too. I picked Marlon
yeah,
also.
he came out of his shell this season. Like in the past couple of seasons that he's been a guest on, sometimes he was a little quieter, and I feel like we picked good movies for him to be in this season because he made some funnies and was really good in it. I was happy.
Yeah. Yeah. What's your next question, Vetta?
Yeah,
Oh,
you said
well, I
Marlon
picked
too.
real
It's
quick.
your
I
turn.
picked Marlon too because
Yeah.
Marlon is very funny off
Yes.
camera and when he's on
That's what I
camera.
mean. And
And
so this
he's also like sometimes he can play off like he's the straight man in the group and everything, but then he also gets offended when you say that. Be like, why do I have to be the straight man and everything? When like, well, right now you're proving it because you're getting all serious about being the straight man when we say that comment. So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But that was always why we always had him on because we're like, oh my gosh, he's so funny. We should have him on. And it
Yeah,
just
he's
took a little
hilarious.
bit. And now he's really like for Rat Boy and
Yeah.
Grenome the gnome. He was
Yep, Gnome
really
the gnome.
shut up, asshole. I've had drinks. Okay. So what was the most challenging thing for you this season with the
For
podcast?
me personally, it was all the technical stuff. A lot of people don't know the behind the scenes stuff, but I edit all the podcasts. I like do all the technical stuff. When we're running all of this, I'm like fucking like my internet goes out and then we have to fucking edit that shit. And I'm like, God damn it, this
And
is too
he
much work.
freezes and I keep talking and then he comes
Mhm.
back and I was
I
like, "How
wish it
long have
would
you been
save that.
gone?"
Yeah, I wish
Guys.
it would save that shit. Like, it would just hop over to your internet and just be like, "I'm gonna save this," and everything, but no, it doesn't. It just freezes when I go back and look at it, and I'm all like, "God damn it." I'm
Because
like,
I
"God
do
damn
think
it,
that would be
Kathleen."
funny if it just was your face, like,
Dude,
and me just
I wouldn't edit it
continuing to
out.
talk.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
edit it
like,
out, just
I
leave
just
it.
continue to talk so
Then you're just
oblivious with
yeah,
myself
and
that
then
I
you're
don't
just
even
like
notice that you're all,
yeah,
"Ah."
and you're just like, "You froze. You froze. You froze. Why am I telling you?"
Or I'll ask you a question and then I'll look over at your picture finally or
Yeah, and
whatever,
I'm
and be
just
like,
like
"Wait, you're frozen." Yeah. That is always a good time. Always a good time.
I would have held that, but I have to blink. Okay, Betta, what was your favorite moment from season
I
5
didn't
or
answer my
season?
challenging part.
Oh, what's most challenging for you? Who gives a shit? What's your most challenging thing of the podcast, Betta?
Staying on schedule with everything. Like
It
real
is,
life
yeah,
stuff comes into play so much
that is
that
true.
that makes it so difficult. But
Yeah,
yeah,
girl, you ain't lying. It does make
I
it
know.
difficult because you're just like, I don't know, you're trying so hard you got to keep dates together, and then you're like, what
Right.
movie are we doing this week? And you're
And
all
then
like, ah,
and then
fuck
you
me.
throw in minor stuff of like you get sick
Mm-hmm.
or you have like family events that just pop up randomly and you're like, "Ah, crap." So, yeah, that's
Right on.
probably it was a really big challenge I felt this season.
I hear you. I hear you. Okay, now for my question. What was your favorite moment from season 10?
Oh, 100% the entire, scare tactic reaction video
Oh,
with
okay.
Marlon, that was
Yeah.
so much fun. I thought that was a great time. We
Yeah,
had so much
mine
fun with that.
Mine kind of hooks into that. Mine was I wrote down all of the episode of Rat Boy. That was just so much fun. Like we were just like because that movie was like I remember that movie being so good when I was younger, and then I rewatched it and was like, man, I
And
fucking wasted our time with
I
this bullshit. And
remember like almost like not believing that Rat Boy was real, but believing how realistic Rat Boy looks. And now I'm like, those are horrible prosthetics. Like
yeah, and
that's
it was
terrible makeup.
yeah, that whole episode was just such a fun time to just like shit all over that movie and like make fun of it, and we're
But
just all
love it
like.
all at the same
Yeah,
time.
exactly. Like I'd be like, if we're gonna review it, let's watch it again. Let's review it again. That was fun. That was fun.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, no, that whole movie was just trash.
Yeah, and then we did the scare tactic episode with their little rat boy,
Hmm.
and I was like, that was so funny
That was
that
funny.
yeah, that was my fave.
All right.
So what are any goals you have for this upcoming season?
So I was thinking about that and I was like, what goals do I have? I think that we had talked about doing live streams more often for this season, and we really didn't get to. We only got to one live stream, which it happens. It
Again, because
happens.
life just
Life just
gets
gets in the way, and
difficult.
sometimes
Yeah.
you don't have time and everything. Plus the logistics of it. If we had a guest on, it's like all this stuff. So I guess more live streams and just to be just a little bit more like professional with our getting everything together and everything. 10 seasons and we don't have our shit together. Maybe season 11, lucky number 11, lucky number
Yeah.
11.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, mine is the kind of the same. Mine is to um do more live streams, more shorts, keep expanding our social media and, you know,
Yeah.
just getting more consistent.
Yeah. And having more guests on. We need more guests. Our guests are
Yeah,
always
yeah.
so much more fun.
Well, that's because they have their podcast and their lives and their YouTube channels,
Right. Right.
and some of them have real jobs, so there's that too, so
Yeah, and they're all like, "Ugh, we don't want to hang out with two drunks." Oh
whatever,
my
we're fun drunks.
yeah, we are fun
We're
drunks.
fun
Yeah,
drunks. We're not
we are fun.
mean
I
drunks,
have
we're
been told I'm
stupid.
way funnier when I'm drunk than when I am sober.
Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
I hate
100%.
when people tell me that I should do. You should do stand up. I'm like, when you say that, that means I shouldn't do stand up because I'm not
Right.
funny. But at the
Yeah,
same time, I'm all like, get a cocktail in me. I'll show you funny, fucker.
I know. I've had a couple of friends say that too. They're like, "Oh, you're so good at telling stories and it's so funny. You should do be a comedian." I'm like, "No, that shit sounds hard. That shit sounds so hard
Yeah.
showing up at open
Hey,
mic nights and
yeah.
hoping that no one heckles you and
Right.
there's always that drunk person that's the opposite of you. You get funnier when you drink and he becomes more of an asshole when he drinks and now you got to deal with him too and you're on stage and like don't get me wrong. I don't mind being the center of attention and in front of people, but I just, yeah, I go kudos to comedians for being able to do that because every time I've heard someone say that, I'm like,
Yeah.
no, nope.
We could be like a duo, me and you, stand-up comedians. We'll just sit there and talk. And if somebody heckles, I'll be like, why don't you shut up, cunt?
Yeah, you're like,
She's
fucker,
telling a joke.
you want to heckle me? Go buy me a shot. Make yourself
Yeah,
useful, pretty.
fucker. You fucking dickhole.
I would be such a misogynistic bitch. I would turn into a man and be like, why don't you go make me a sandwich and shut that pretty little hole?
Yeah, when you put a dick in it, bitch. My dick, though. Anyways, okay. Well, did you have any more questions, you little nerd?
No, I thought this was a really great season. We did some
It
really
was a good
great
season.
movies.
Yeah,
We had some really good movies and a few shit movies, which usually we have a ton of shit movies and only a few really good movies.
Yeah, exactly. And we had some disagreements, especially on that last movie that we did. We had some disagreements, which is fine. It's fine. We can have disagreements on
We had
movies. I mean, I'm
disagreements on a
right.
few of them. It was actually the last two. We had a huge disagreements on the last two.
Why did we really didn't have it on the bodybuilding? We really didn't have like a
Magazine.
magazine
Well,
dreams. We
you
didn't have
recommended it. I didn't.
yeah, you didn't like it,
No,
but I mean, I
I
wouldn't
just
say we had a huge that last movie Disclosure Day. We had a huge disagreement. I
we
don't
did have a
understand. You
huge
have
disagreement.
you. I don't know if I want to do this anymore with you, but you know what? The year's not over with. We still have the rest of the year, and we will be back, you guys, in a month. We take July off to just kind of revamp, and
And there's just so much going on, like,
and
with
then it goes to
fourth
therapy.
Trust me, I need like 4 therapists. I don't need just one. I need a therapist for each
I don't need any. I'm
category.
perfect.
I need a therapist to just like, because one therapist couldn't handle all of me. They just couldn't.
That is true. I will witness. All right, you guys. Well, we're going to wrap up this season. And Vetta and Liz, is there anything else you want to say to anybody before we wrap up this season?
Thank you to all of our guests who came on. Thank you to everyone who listens. Hey, and guys, if you like what we do, hop on over to the Patreon. Matt will talk more about it, but I say hop on over there and give us a little support. You can sign up for anything as low as $1 up to $10. We'll take it. It helps keep things
I still
going.
maintain we get 100 patrons and I'll do a striptease. Thong and all.
I will not be watching that.
Vetta, you have to run the stream if I do that. I can't run the stream and take off my clothes.
I just go, you video, put a tripod up with your phone on it, record
you
it,
fucking
upload
asshole,
it.
Abandoned me in my time of need.
I am sorry. I do not want to see my brother in a Speedo. I will have to take steel wool and scrub my eyes, and they already don't see that well. So.
All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for listening to us this season, you guys. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at BS Drunk Pod to stay updated. Now, if you listen to us on Apple Podcast or Spotify or anywhere where you get your podcast needs, please leave us a 5-star review, you guys. It really helps us out a lot, like algorithmic wise and all that stuff. And we really appreciate it. Also, you guys, we will be posting the video version of this to our YouTube channel so you can see our pretty faces, mine especially. And that's on YouTube at BS Drunk Movie Reviews. Unless you're already here, thanks for coming. Make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, leave us a comment, you guys. If there's a movie you want to do us to do, or if you want to be a guest, give us a shout out and everything.
We make no promises, but
we make no promises, but we will take it under consideration.
We'll vet you for it.
Yeah, we'll vet you for it. Yeah. Also, you guys, like Vetta said, we do have a Patreon. And if you want to be one of our patrons, go check out the description down below. And there's plenty of different levels, like Vetta had mentioned before. Just check it out and everything. And like I said, 100 patrons, I will do a striptease. Not joking. I'm being serious. Okay. But most importantly, you guys, please don't forget to drink, recap, review, and repeat. Bye, you guys.
Bye, guys.